Guys, good day everyone. It's Kelly Sonda. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about NFP, right? As I promised in our Telegram groups. Okay. So basically, if you stay with me, I'm gonna actually discuss all these topic or points I actually brought out here to talk about, and I will show you guys practically on how I will definitely what do it or trade NFT. So basically, we'll be starting from what is NFP. You understand? After I'll talk about what is NFP, I'll go about discussing about how does NFP affect the market, what does it affect, okay, how do I take advantage of it, is it advisable, can I make money from NFP, and how do I not lose money from NFP. Basically, before I finish talking about all this, actually I'm gonna actually open more points. Okay, so basically, what is NFP, right? NFP simply means what? Non-farm payroll. Okay, non-farm payroll. And what is non-farm payroll? Non-farm payroll is actually what? The calculation of the unemployment rate in US, especially US. This one is basically US. Okay, so non-farm payroll is the what? Unemployment rate. So basically, you understand, when the unemployment rate in an economy or a country is high, when it's high, that means it leads to the downfall of the economy, right? Because basically many people are not actually what employed, they are not making money to actually sustain or anything in the economy. You understand? So but when the unemployment rate of an economy, like everybody is employed, basically is low, like everybody is working, you understand, it's definitely what improves the economy and the GDP and everything of the economy. So basically, people ask, where do we see this data? Where is it being released or anything? You understand? So many people use many apps to check fundamentals. Okay, many people use Forex Factory. Many people use my FX book. But me, basically, I use investing.com. Okay, I use investing.com app. So I'll be going over to the investing.com app now to show you how it's actually how you should calculate, or knowing if it's actually high or low or anything, you understand, so that you will know what to look out for. But after that, I'll still come back here to start explaining the topic. So it's basically from here we'll take a point, then I'll go and practicalize it and show you guys, how it's actually been done or how it is. So right now I'll be going to my Facebook, but before that I have to just pause the video. Like, I will join it soon later. Okay guys, this investing.com app, I'll be opening investing.com app. You can see right here, you can download it on Play Store. Also you can watch my video, I've made videos about it. So what is this come app? What does it show? Like, you can use it for many things. Actually, you can see I'm at the economic calendar side, economic calendar. And basically, when does NFP come out? NFP come out every first Friday of every month. Actually, first Friday of every month, the data is released. You understand? The NFP data, the unemployment rate, right? So first Friday of what? Every month they release the data. You understand? So NFP is released first Friday of every month. So that's when you look out for that. And what time? It's released by 1:30 GMT. If there is not daylight saving, but if there is daylight saving, that is 2:30 GMT time. Okay, and that is around 8:30 EST. Okay, 8:30 EST time zone, also, or 9:30, depending on daylight savings, right? So but like, if you're coming over to your investing.com app or any Forex Factory app, you should set your time to your time zone, right? So me scrolling down, you see one with one badges, like some news is with one badge, some with three. How do you know a high impact news is with three badges, right? Like news that have these three badges, some have two. Looking down here, you see that this one have two. This average hourly earnings has two badges. That means it does not really affect the market much. But anyone that has three badges affects the market. Like, if you see that, it's called high impact news, right? High impact news. So coming over here, we'll see FSU speech by 13:00. That is 1 o'clock. This is by 1:30. So once you see the news you're actually looking for, you want to see the details. Basically, this one is on card employment change. So this is non-farm payroll, this is unemployment rate. So all these new data are released at once. You can see the time here is 1:30, 1:30. They are all released at once. So opening non-farm payroll. Now when you open the non-farm payroll portal, you see it's United States non-farm payrolls, right? Economic events. Okay, you can set an alert by clicking here. You can share it by clicking here. So for the previous for the previous month, you understand, the actual was actually what, greater than the previous, right? Like the actual is higher than the previous and the forecast right here, because it's showing like green arrow up. So what does this actually imply? Even if you read down here, they'll tell you that unemployment, non-farm payroll measures the change in the number of people employed during the previous month, excluding the farming industry. Job creation is the foremost indicator of consumer spending, which accounts for the majority of the economic activities. Okay, so reading here, they said the higher the expected reading should be taken as possibly positive slash bullish for the USD, and with a lower than the expected reading should be taken as negative or bearish for the USD. So with this now, you should understand that the non-farm payroll affects what? The US dollar. Okay, so non-farm payroll affects the US dollar. So any coin correlated with the US dollar or inversely correlated with the US dollar is what? Affected by NFP. Example, USD card is correlated by USD, like USD card, USD JPY. You understand? Also, JBP USD, GBP USD, right? GBP USD, that is GU. Euro USD, that is EU. Okay, Euro USD, EU. So are all affected by NFP. So when this data is released, you expect a price, expect volatility to come into the market. Price might skyrocket up, or like, push up, down. You see a massive volatility in the market. So now you know that it affects the US dollar, right? So how do you actually know if it's gonna be bullish or bearish, something like that? Sometimes you cannot be faster, because some brokers during the NFP hours, they tend not to trade because high volatilities can lead to blowing of your account and everything. And also some brokers will increase their spread, they will widen their spread, right? In the sense that only spread can sometimes blow up a small account. So like, how do you actually tend to be I say know what's going to happen or anything? So now if you come over here, if the previous, I guess this actually be wrong because it's not meant to be greater than stand. So let's say the previous is lower, the actual is higher. When the actual is higher, it means bullish for US dollar. So if the actual, for example, here comes like now be 400 and something, you see that yes, it's bullish for US dollar will actually push up. But after, I'll tell you guys something they won't tell you, because I know people will say yes, it's pushing up, but why is it selling? You understand? But if this actual is lower than the previous, then it's gonna be bearish, it's gonna go low. You understand? Expect price below. I know you might not understand it at first, but I assure you, you just have to calm down or rewatch the video again for you to understand what I said, right? So let me go back to the menu for the teaching. You understand? Basically, we have talked about what is NFP, how does it affect the market, and what does it affect. Remember, it affects the USD pairs, both correlated and inversely correlated generally. So how do I take advantage of NFP? You understand? So let's move over to our trading view chart, so that I'll show you guys how you can likely take advantage of NFP, that is non-farm payroll data release. Okay, so coming over here to my trading view. You understand? This is my trading view, right? So let's say, for example, we want to trade Euro USD. Basically, this is my my analyzed Euro USD. I will not be using this one to do this teaching. I will not be using this. I will not be using this to actually do the teaching, because I don't really want to clean up these stuffs, right? I don't really want to clean up. Yesterday we took a massive trade. I did the YouTube video yesterday. If you took the both, like this past week, we have been on like profits ratio is actually massive, right? Taking massive trades actually. So let's say we are using Euro USD. So I'll use this one in particular. So let's say we want to trade NFP today. Okay, you open your chart. So I advise you start from the weekly time frame maybe. So you open your chart from the weekly time frame, you viewing everything, see that yes, you are in a downtrend, yeah, and we just broke lower, we keep like forming lower lows and lower highs. You can see we are in a downtrend from the weekly time frame. But overall, there is like a shift, like a current, like you can see that there is a break here now. There is a break of structure higher here, showing that price is willing to go high. So what is the likely weekly expansion? You can see we have a bullish engulfing candle and a bullish. So like see, like price is trying to, because now today is Friday and this weekly candle will be closing today. So you ask yourself, what is the likely weekly expansion? In this case now, it looks like it's 50-50, because the market can decide to close here, then next week start running up, or the market can decide to close up. So from the weekly now, it's not really that clear. But what are you going to do? We bring out your horizontal. I don't know why this is not ready. So go for here, look for your horizontal ray, you bring it out, you just mark the weekly high, okay, then you mark out the weekly low, just like that, the high of the week. You can use the structural weekly low, or you can use the present week, but I advise you use the structural weekly low so that everything will be clear. You understand? Like the low before the break of structure higher. So this is the weekly, right? We mark out the highs and the lows. So you draw back to the daily time frame. So going over the daily time, you can see that we are clearly ranging now. Okay, you can see that is the market is actually clearly ranging. There is no breakout yet. You understand? There is no breakout. You understand? There is no breakout. You can see. So I forgot to put something, but remember, this is basically what I might be teaching in my VIP. Like this is what we'll talk about in Sunday's FS VIP. So if you want to join our VIP group, contact me on WhatsApp or Telegram or Instagram or Facebook, anywhere at all. You understand? And also you can do well to join our Telegram. The link will be at the video description below. Okay. So you can actually decide to mark out the 50% of the weekly. I'm not using my 50% to mark out, but like I'll literally use my eyes to understand the 50% of this. So 50% is likely here. Or let's just use the formal lows body. So let's say here is our 50%, but I don't think it's properly accurate. This distance actually, I don't really think it's 50%. So, but not to worry. So we marked out the 50%, right? So we'll drop back to the daily time frame. This is just it's not like it's a simple strategy or it's an easy strategy, right? So, but like it's plain, high, low, and middle of the weekly structure of the pair, because we are trying to anticipate the likely weekly expansion. Like yesterday, many people were selling Euro USD, but in my VIP, I told them that I'm actually bullish. My daily bias today is currently bullish. You understand? So I don't really expect Euro USD to sell. You can see yesterday we closed bullish. That was our profit you saw over the other side. So today now, the likely daily expansion, I want to actually see price come down here to this 1.200 psychological level. You understand? Then push up. But like for me to buy Euro USD also, I want to actually see price maybe come to the half. Like if you're buying, make sure you're buying from here, right? Then if you're selling, make sure you're selling from the top here. Like everything is like clear, and for like it's just good that we are seeing the market ranging now, and you cannot just anticipate or expect a breakout just like that. You understand? So for me now, from this place, I'll just say I'm selling. If I'm selling, putting your stop loss at this size, that is where you have a problem. Because believe me now, what will price do? Price will come, take out all the stop losses here, then sell back. So what are you going to do? Some people will be like, they'll place a buy limit order here, they'll place a sell limit order here, which sometimes is actually favorable. But you now, what are you gonna do? And NFP brings large volatility. Some volatility you see in the market, it might actually come a bit lower into this region for you to actually buy, and it keeps going up. You understand? It can drop low, keep going up to break structure, right? Because I believe it's gonna be massive today. Or also you can actually see price rallying up, taking people that we are selling, because normally it's meant to sell, right? But people that are selling, it will take out, move high, smash their stop losses, then sell. So this answers another question in that our outline: is it advisable to trade NFP? Like when it's released instantly, I'll say no. Okay, I'll say no. Yes, it's not advisable. And which one is advisable to do? It's advisable to watch the move happen first. Once you see, okay, it has come down here, you understand, what are you gonna do? This is just the simplest way I can explain it. I'm not adding anything here. It's not really the only thing we consider or look out for, you understand. This is just the simplest basic way I'm trying to explain this NFP, how to trade it now. Your weekly, mark out high, low, middle, you understand. So it's just called premium and discount, right? Selling here, sell at premium, buying here, buying at what? Discount. You understand? It's just the narrative I'm trying to give you to have in mind in trading NFP basically today. And if I should trade NFP today, I'll still update you guys later or sooner, you understand? So now, what else do you expect from here now? Basically, I'll advise you wait. You see price drop down here, you understand, price drop down, you buy, then price rallies up. But and don't sell because you know that it's coming down. No, because it might tend to also go up first, take out your stop losses, then come down, then later continue the trend, because NFP just alters the movement up and down, then the trend, the normal ranging of anything continues. But like, it will show you guys next week likely expansion, because it have actually opened a way. If it goes up and later come down, you see that okay, just wait for the test and everybody keeps buying, you understand. So now, basically what I'm saying is, if you want to sell, do not sell from here, although it's around premium, but do not sell, because selling here, you don't really know what the volatility can do. You might take out your stop losses, then fall back down, you understand, fall back down, then now start going up, you understand. So it's advisable to wait for the first move to happen. So basically, if the first move is actually a sell, you see it goes up, come down, then just buy, right? Because I've actually broke structure higher. So you actually, but although it's broke structure lower, but just know that yes, it's NFP volatility, right? It's NFP volatility. So you can still buy and your TP now be at these highs, because it can reach this high and start going selling lower. You don't know. But the fact is, we have confirmed that yes, it's gonna go up, retrace up. You understand, for it to enter. But if the NFP, if the dollar is actually strong, that is when this will happen. But if the dollar is weak, that means Euro USD will go up. So for Euro USD to go up, you might see price coming down also. Regardless, all I'm saying is wait for price to make its initial move, then you can now enter. That is if your broker spreads are not white and your broker can allow you open the trade. And you don't really have to rush it actually, because after NFP, the next week, that is second week of the month, the market is very, very clear. It depends on the knowledge you have. You understand? It depends on what you know about the market. After NFP, the next upper week, like FOMC might come out or anything. Okay, FMC is already out for this week. Then GP news was yesterday. So like, the market is really, really clear depending on what you know, what you understand about the market. You understand? So like, this is just the basic. So let's say for instance, today's NFP, you see price go up, take out all stop losses, just sell. See here, you can actually leave not to sell, but if you see price lower here, you can definitely buy. You understand? It just depends, or you wait for price. This is just the likely scenario to come down. Excuse, let me draw it well. Or you wait for price to come down, you might enter a buy, then expect price to go up, but you might still just keep going down. So like NFP, you just have to watch it happen, right? Once it happens, there must be it's not like the reversal is instantly or anything, but like, you just have to have in mind the likely expansion of anything. So for like today now, if price actually breaks higher, this highs now, this equal high, price breaks higher, I'll allow price to pull back, okay, maybe around here or here, anywhere here, I'll just buy, because I know that yes, price is likely going to go upwards, maybe from next week or anything. But if I see price actually not breaking this high, breaking all these lows, you understand, so I'll just wait for a pullback, then I'll start selling, because I know price is definitely gonna go lower. In respect that it's not breaking these highs again, you understand. So all this thing is like, you have to know them, you have to understand them properly, you have to understand market structure and price action in some methodology, not really any methodology you actually see, you understand. Like, it implies in like I don't really know how to put it, but like it depends on what you know, because I don't want to start explaining further much or things I actually see or look out for or I know. But overall, you can see we're in a downtrend, and like this, we're in a downtrend. What is the advice to? Is advice to look out for sales, right, to continue the trend, because trend hardly like change. Although if the trend change with your proper risk management, you're not losing a lot, and you wait for a retest, then you now buy to continue what's going up. So you can expect, like, everything is clear, everything is pure, you understand. So let's drop down to the 4 hourly time frame also. Dropping down to the 4 hourly time frame, you can see that this lows is prior target. Also, in fact, the market is ranging. So once the market is ranging, it's easy. Just look for the high, take your buy, target the sell, the lows for TP or the center or anything. It's just that in essence, if you want to buy, make sure you're buying around here. If you want to sell, make sure you're selling around here. But sometimes it might break out and keep going. So that's why your stop loss will also protect you, and you're using proper risk management. But for it, anything happening in the middle here is actually what will I say, indecisive or anything, because market is ranging, right? Market is ranging, as you can see, or consolidating. And once you see a big consolidating like this, know that the breakout is going to be massive. And what is the likely breakout? Going back to the weekly time frame, what is the likely breakout from here? I don't see it breaking lower now, because it just took out lows. So I expect price to push up higher. You understand? So the likely breakout is higher, but like your entry matters. It's not because you know that the expansion is higher now, you want to go and buy from here. No. Depending on your account size anyway, your risk management, you understand? Because some people are swing traders, some people are scalpers. You understand? So account size, risk management, you balancing your emotion also matters, right? But like you buying from this low makes more sense than buying from the middle here or center here, you understand? So like, I mean, preparing for this breakout higher. But what if it's breaking out lower? It should just be on the safer side also. So from now, it's indecision. Some people don't really like trading this. So people wait for it to break out here, retest, they will now enter their buy for it to keep going up. You understand? Why some people will literally wait for it to break lower. You understand? Price breaks lower, they wait for a retest, you understand, and they keep selling lower. Overall, we are in a downtrend and we broke lower. So some people actually expect price to go higher so that they can sell at OTE. You understand? So like everything depends on what you're looking at for. Buyers and sellers is literally making money. But the fact is, what matters is the time you enter the market. Your entry really matters a lot, right? Your entry matters, your psychology and your risk management matters in this market. So I'll be going back to my gallery. Let me see what I've not talked about today about the NFP. So like I've talked about how I can make money. That is by trading it now. So how not to avoid to lose money. How not to avoid to lose money on NFP is literally not taking the initial move because you're not sure about it, right? Or being in the market before the news. It's like gambling. You're not even sure of what is going on or what will happen next, right? So like trade the reversal of the news. After the news is released, you trade the reversal. That is 100% at times you make money from the reversals than taking the initial move. Initial move is just like gambling. If you wish to gamble it, fine and good, right? It's great. So thank you for watching this YouTube video. Make sure you like, subscribe and share, okay? Join our Telegram. If you want to join our VIP group, do well to contact me. I'll give you the details, right? So bye bye. Thanks.